wonder what that is on my laptop. Anyway, hi Cancers. My name is B, just in case if you're new around here. Y'all cards falling out already? If you're accustomed to this, welcome back. I did a quick poll over on Twitter, and I got 4 signs to be the next signs. I automatically did Sag first because freedom to do what I want. This is my channel. And then I got like 4 signs after that. So y'all are definitely in that rotation. So this is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. The videos all so far have been quite intricate and interesting so far. So yeah, definitely check out. I think I did Sag, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, and then now y'all. So definitely check out my channel if you have other videos that pique your interest. We are doing a discount code. There is a sale being ran, so you can get 10% off of all of your readings since my website is finally back up and running. For discount code comeback, COMEBACK. If you see me looking around the camera, I'm nosy. I'm looking out my windows, so don't worry about it. I'm not like just dazed and confused. I'm really just trying to see what's going on because I'm a nosy neighbor. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into why we're here. Like, share, subscribe, drop down below in the description box for anything else you might need to find me on other platforms and all of that other good zhuzh and all of that stuff. Okay. Let's see. Give me something for Cancers. What do we need to know? What can they expect right now during this time? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. Godfather. Okay. The Goonies. I'm trying to see what I'm channeling off of this. The Breakfast Club. Great movie. Give me one more. Jaws. Okay. I feel like that kind of did slacky confirm what I was thinking. The Godfather being the first car out makes me feel like there could be a boss. Maybe you're dealing with a boss. Maybe you're working, or maybe you're your own boss. If not an actual boss, there could just be someone who is like an authoritative figure, head of the household kind of vibe. Well, that applies, right? Be very careful with certain offers. Like if this is a job, Cancer, this makes me feel like be careful of certain bosses. I don't know. I just don't get a good feeling off of like certain opportunities, certain offers, certain positions, certain people, right? They might offer you stuff, but it might be at a price. Okay? So it's like be careful. The Breakfast Club card coming out makes me feel like there might be also, again, if this is a boss or if this is just an authority figure, somebody might be a little, you know what I mean? Like just a little half cracked and crazy, a little half cracked and scrambled, right? Again, you have detention, athlete, criminal, princess, brain, teens, basket case, what's a friend anyway. If you've seen the Breakfast Club, it was basically a bunch of delinquents in detention, or a bunch of teenagers who, even if they didn't know or think that they were delinquents, they actually really had all things in common. You know what I'm saying? They, in some way or another, were all troubled or all stereotyped or got shit going on at home. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there might be something deeper than the surface going on, especially where a job opportunity or job offer applies. Make sure that whatever opportunity, whatever money you're taking is legal. Okay, first of all. Because again, looking at Godfather, it says an offer he can't refuse. Like, and we all know that phrase, right? I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. But it's like, again, sometimes that's not always the best thing. Sometimes it's an offer you can't refuse, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? What are you getting yourself into? What are you getting involved with? For those of you where, again, this isn't like a boss or physical work, this could just be someone who is an authority figure, who feels like an authority figure, head of the household and or head of the table, right? Who feels like the boss, wants to be the boss, or is just in position to, again, be like the head of the family, head of the home. But again, this feels like someone who might be a little half cracked and crazy and just a tad bit scrambled. Okay, booby trap here on this Goonies card. Okay, I've never seen the Goonies, but I've seen it in passing or I've passed by it. But it says booby trap, community, lost, thief, hidden treasure, adventure, and obstacles. NWA also fell out as I was mentioning booby trap. Okay, and even that says challenges on it. Urban America, ruthless, tour, rap music, controversy, challenges, express yourself, profanity, fuck the police, parental discretion. So again, there might be some challenges and some obstacles, and it might be a trap. Okay, somebody might be offering you something or wanting to offer you something, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm being advised to tell you not to take it. This doesn't seem like something good and worth taking. Like again, somebody could maybe be wanting to give you something, but make sure it's not stolen. Making sure that whatever money they giving you ain't dirty money. Remember that, or making sure that whatever offer they are offering you, whatever organization, job, position, or whatever they want you to do, that it's in alignment with you. Especially because with Jaws here, and we've all seen Jaws, even if you haven't seen Jaws, you know of it, right? And this just isn't the time to be trying to get caught in nothing. Okay, you fuck around, get your ass off in that water at the wrong time, you come out missing an arm. You know, who can you really be mad at? That's not to say you can be mad at yourself, but I mean, you can't be mad at a shark for doing what sharks do either. So it's like the luck of the draw, you know what I'm saying? Or should I say the unluck of the draw? So again, make sure you be careful for that. Some people might just be predators. Some people might just be trying to prey on you. Some people might just want to kind of like get you in something. Like what's coming to me is as a woman that stays in Atlanta, Wheezy's. And I don't know why I'm so on stripper talk, but I am. But the girls have been exposing Wheezy's. And to say that as strippers, right, they get paid $213 hourly, but then you have to pay the house fee. You have to pay out people who aren't meant to be paid out with your tips. You got to pay out randoms because they tell you, oh, yeah, you got to give a cut to this person, give a cut to that person. That's bad business, right? But again, be careful of these offers. Be careful of, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a trap. You think that you going to work at a nice club, make you some money so you can get you rent paid, and they really on some whole other shit. So it's like, just be careful of that. I'm not saying that that's what will happen, but it just feels like that kind of energy, if I can give an example, where somebody might come to you and say, hey, I want you to come apply here. Hey, you should come work with us. Hey, you should look into this. You should look into that. You should whatever. And then you bite the bait, but it's really a setup. It's really a trap. You realize that this person is actually narcissistic and like troubled. They're a fucking basket case. They have cracked, again, need fucking mental help or whatever else. Like, be very careful of that. Okay. Sense of smell, cold-blooded is here too. So again, make sure you like pay attention. Cold-blooded also makes me feel like this could be a boss or authority figure who, again, isn't as nice or isn't as caring or considerate as others. Godfather is very much like sleeping with the fishes kind of energy, right? You don't want to do cousin Vinny, but if he don't bring you your money, you know what I'm saying? Say it's night and cancel Christmas on that motherfucker is what it's kind of giving, right? So be mindful of that. Give me something for Cancers. Give me something for Cancers. I do feel like there are some hidden gems though. But it's like, just be careful. Some of you will find a nice gem or will like, you know, a hidden treasure where it's like, oh yeah, this was really a come up. Like I didn't even know, like I'm happy I kind of took that position. But for some of you, this feels like, again, use discernment, making sure that you're like paying attention to what is and what isn't. Ask all the questions you need to. What does Cancer need to know at this time? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles reversed. So this is someone who isn't doing the work, hasn't done the work. This could, again, be work. Like maybe you're out of work. Maybe you're in between jobs right now. And you fuck around trying to goddamn go to the wrong spot. bitch. And your ass be in for a rude awakening. Yeah, 10 of Cups reversed. Yeah, like I said, so be careful. If you're out of job, this feels more like job. Again, a person in authority or something like that. So it's like you could maybe be out of a job or looking for a job. Maybe you're not necessarily out of a job. Maybe you just want a better one. But it's like be very, very, very careful. Yeah, Queen of Cups just fell out. There's your energy. Be very, very, very careful. This feels like everything that glitters ain't gold. Everything that you know what I'm saying? The grass ain't greener on the other side. Whatever you think is going to make you happy and be fulfilled. And it's like, oh, this is just everything I could have imagined. This ain't it. Right? Or there will be multiple opportunities that might come up, but one or two of them ain't that. Okay. Queen of Swords, yeah. So again, you saw the Queen of Cups was reversed. That's your energy. Queen of Swords is here now. Make sure you use your logic. Making sure that you use your intuition and making sure that you really think about these things. Like I said, ask questions. Ask questions. Don't leave no stone unturned. So where you said you got this from and how much you paid for it, where you get this money from, and then what you did with it, and then where it came from, yeah, and then you had did what, and then you had went well, what happened? Like I would ask questions. Okay, we supposed to do this, but then when we supposed to get paid, how we supposed to get paid, and then on what day, and then okay, and then we get paid on this day at this time, but then how I'm supposed to set that up? Like, is it a rate deposit? Is it, you know what I'm saying? You want me working this many days or that many days? Like, it makes me feel like, again, ask questions. Someone could just be a predator. Someone could just be trying to, like I'm seeing chum, I'm seeing guppies. So again, someone's kind of trying to go for things that are gullible. Someone's trying to kind of go for, like, whoever they think they can easily prey on. So be mindful of that. You don't want to be getting yourself involved in nothing because people just felt like they could play on your top because you're nice. Like, yeah, you nice and you caring, but nobody needs money that bad to be caught in a situation, you feel me, that now you kind of regret. You have crime and criminal here twice. Godfather says crime family. Breakfast Club says criminal. As you can see. So, again, be careful of your bosses. Be careful of who feels like they're the boss. Be careful and mindful of who you put in place of the boss of you. Because this made me feel like somebody can't be trusted in the community. This feels like a community energy. Somebody who, again, you might just be in fellowship with, in community with, on the same sides of town. Or this could be somebody who, again, like I said, is like a boss. This could be a job maybe within your community, within your environment. But then the boss got, you know what I'm saying? Like the boss got different type of street ties and shit. Different affiliation ties and shit. So make sure you watch that. Yeah, Four of Cups is reversed. So there's something coming, right? This is my pending and buffering card. You see this cup at the top of her head. She don't see it. There's 3 blue ones in her face and there's a pink one at the top, but it's reversed. So it's like, again, don't jump toward anything is what I'm saying. Regardless of what opportunity this is. I wouldn't jump super fast into anything. Really use your intuition, really weigh it out, really think about it. Really like ask questions. If it feels like some scam shit or some funny shit that you ain't got no business getting into, don't. Because even I tell you myself, as someone who's considered going to strip clubs to bartend, I felt intuitively a strong energy of my divine team don't want me to do that. But then now look, you know what I'm saying? What if I'd have fucked around and got to the wrong place? And before I know it, I'm really not making no money. I done just fucked around and got trapped in something that ain't making me no money because a motherfucker got other shit going on. I got to go pay out this person, that person, that person, that person, not because they're on payroll for me to pay them out, but because it's some other shit going on in this bitch that now falls on me. No. Somebody who feels like the boss of the family could also like have issues with the children in the family. As far as a community, somebody could feel like the boss or could just be stern and mean. But it's like, these are kids. Why is you fighting with the kids in the community? Why is you fighting with the kids in the family, making it hard for them, setting booby traps? So be mindful of that. There could be somebody in the neighborhood that could be fucking with somebody's kids. Cancer, if you have kids, just be mindful of that. because somebody could be kind of like preying on your children, and this doesn't feel sexual. This could just feel like on some good neighbor shit if you've seen the documentary. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of what this feels like. Jaws, you know what I'm saying? Bite, attack, on the hunt, apex predator, right? So again, somebody could just be having an issue with your kids. This also could just be making sure that your kids don't get involved with the street people in your community, because you know they prey on kids too. It don't always gotta just be sexual. Sometimes it's take this to school and bring me X amount of money back for I'll let you make up in your head what the rest of the conversation could be. You know, so just be mindful of that. Be careful of that. Be careful of the children in your community. Be careful of just children around you anyway, teens, all right? And be careful of just people who have street ties. Protect yourself. Protect your children if you have any. But somebody can't be trusted. Something can't be trusted. And if you was to fuck around and get into it, you'll definitely have to move away from it anyway. So this is like kind of dependent on something. Let's say you don't have a job and then you move super fast to just kind of getting with anything. And this feels like in 6 weeks or less, you'll be back needing another job. Because you'll very quickly realize like, oh, this ain't that. Whatever your vision is for your life, though, I feel like go for it. This is a good time to execute that. But making sure that you're doing this in establishments with people in places that you trust. And not with people who really just trying to see how gullible and naive you is. So they can see how much they can get over on you. Because that's really what this feels like. Let's see. Let's use this shade. Because I know I was seeing that too. Like, again, just to kind of keep going on with my example. Like, I didn't even know all that was going on. But the more I kind of be nosy into stripper talk and I kind of just see what's going on. Apparently, that is like a lot of adult entertainment clubs here in Atlanta where they really don't want you if you're seasoned. They really don't want you if you're advanced or if you're strong-minded, strong-willed. They want people that they can run over. They want people that they can manipulate. They want people that are gullible guppies, you know, who don't really know what's going on, that they can big fish, that they can shark on and prey on, and, you know, all of that. So, again, this doesn't necessarily have to just apply to a strip club. Honestly, this can be any boss anywhere in the world. This could be any job anywhere in the world. It doesn't necessarily have to just be that. But that's just the example that I'm getting right now. Community, yeah. So your divine team is speaking to you, Cancer. This is a good time to make sure you're paying attention. Okay, your divine team is definitely very loud and clear right now during this time. So pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your gut. You will know the connections that you have no business getting into. You will know the opportunities that you have no business getting into. You will have like those feelings of like, oh, it's some stuff going on in this establishment. Strategy is the next card out. So again, this is a good time to make sure that you're strategizing. If it's money that you need or a job that you need, or maybe just again dealing with somebody who is in an authoritative position, this is a good time to start thinking about your strategy of how you're going to maneuver. Because this feels like a threat. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever this is or whatever opportunity, whoever this person is, feels like a threat. This feels like someone who could, if they aren't already, could potentially be a threat to you. Yeah, storm warning that it flipped over, and it flipped over, but I didn't even look at it as I was saying that. But storm warning, yeah. So this feels like, again, this is something that might be easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl to get into and will be absolute hell to get out of. Storm warning means that there will definitely be some problems. So for some of you, you're being advised not to get into it because, again, to get out of it, you're going to have to fight tooth and nail. And if you already in it, you're being told to come up with a strategy of how to get out so you won't have to fight tooth and nail. Give me one card on this storm warning. What is the storm? What is the storm? The thinking woman. Yeah. Cancer, that's you. Queen of Swords. Use your brain. Use your think cap. Put your think cap on before you come to the classroom today. Put your think cap on before you come to the classroom today. Cancers. The the thinking woman on top of, yeah, man holding a coin. Yeah, someone is money hungry. Be careful, 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 careful about that. Bottom of the deck, door to value. Someone is extremely money hungry. Be careful of people who are just focused on money. Be careful of people who only really care about making some money. They don't care about really the offer that you have. They don't really care about how you're a good shit civilian and you pay taxes and you're not really trying to get out down with no street stuff or no illegal scamming. Or they don't give a fuck about that. Make this money. You here now, bitch. You gonna do what I told you to do, and you gonna make this money. You here now, motherfucker. You gonna do what I told you to do. You gonna make this money. That's what this feels like. Storm warning. Woman holding a coin. The thinking woman and man holding a coin. Your issue is going to be having to get out of this after you've gotten into it. You're going to start making money with somebody or making money for somebody. Or again, you're going to get into a job where you're not really going to like it, but then it's going to be real hard to get out of it. Or it might be real hard to try to get unemployment. Or they might make it real hard for you to actually leave despite everything that's going on. Trouble will definitely be afoot. Give me one card on this strategy. For those who are currently in situations, what's the strategy to get out? Give me one card on this strategy. What's the strategy to get out? 2. Cool. Have confidence and understanding that more doors will open. Deceit. No, I said, look, I can't make this shit up. You see deceit down at the bottom of the deck? And the yin and yang fell right behind it. So, yeah, this is kind of giving... balance yourself. Really be confident in knowing that other opportunities will come. So again, like I said, maybe you're needing a new job. Don't be deceived. Don't want money so bad that you done got yourself in some shit. Okay, especially if you feel like something about this don't quite make sense. Something about this don't quite feel right. Some in the milk ain't necessarily clean. You know what I'm saying? Like this feels like making sure that you are confident enough to know that even though you might really want that job. Another job is gonna come, even if you're currently in the job and you're like, oh bitch, I'm here now and I can't stand it. They scamming, it's illegal shit going on, but I need the motherfucking money. Get up out of there. God will always make a way for you, but you first have to take the first step in making a way for yourself by getting out of it. And for those of you who aren't in anything, don't get into it. You definitely consult with your divine team. Use your logic, use your common sense, use your wits. Okay? Because again, somebody is very money hungry. Somebody only gives a fuck about money. They're preying on people that they know that they can like manipulate and connive easily. Even if they got to make you an offer. That's what I said. Didn't I just say that? Offer he can't refuse. I literally just said that. That's what I said. Somebody going to make it real hard for you to leave. For those of you who are already in it, you might already be experiencing this. For those of you who not in it, when you get in it, it's going to be very hard for you to leave. Whether it be an offer you can't refuse or blackmail. Because this also energy feels like somebody who ain't afraid to get a little down and dirty. So even if they got to blackmail you, they will. And if they got to make you an offer you can't refuse, aka some more money to stay, even though you know that you don't want to be here, even though you know the money they offering is illegal, or how they go about doing stuff is illegal, or they doing shit under the table or some shit like that, it feel like get out of it. Understand that, again, God is always going to make a way. Your divine team will literally always make a way. You don't have to stay in nothing that you don't feel happy, don't feel good. They're not honoring you, or it doesn't honor what you value in your moral code as a human being. There is an opportunity coming. You just can't jump to any old opportunity. Hold out, really align yourself, and really go with the opportunity that aligns itself. I know that's hard to do when you press for money and you got bills. I know that's really, really tough, but it's something that needs to be done so that way you won't get manipulated. Okay, you won't get manipulated into nothing that you ain't got no business being in no motherfucking way. Because somebody is, like I said, half cracked and crazy. And they will, if not try to offer you money to do it, then they'll try to maybe even blackmail you into doing it. This feels like somebody who, again, has gotten their hands dirty and isn't afraid to get their hands dirty again. So use discernment with who you're dealing with. Use discernment on these job offers. Use discernment when it comes to bosses, people that you put in place of you, people who just feel like they want to be the boss, people who feel like they got a level of authority, even if in reality they don't. Because, yeah, these are, whoever this is feels like a threat. This feels like a dangerous individual. This feels like somebody you don't really want to cross. But then this also feels like somebody you don't really want to get in bed with, because once you get in bed with them, it'll be very hard to get out. Take that either figuratively or literally. Okay? Thank you again though for tuning out my video and checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. My name is B. Just in case you forgot from the beginning of this, like, share, subscribe, join our family over here. Again, code comeback, COMEBACK, in all capital letters in order to get 10% off. Sorry, my knees are fucking killing me. I'm just not 18 no more. I don't know. I just can't sit crisscross applesauce for too long, bitch. Everything start locking up. Anyway, code comeback for 10% off of all your readings. You can definitely find my website down below in the description box. You can find me on other platforms also down below in the description box. And yeah, I think that's everything. Like, share, subscribe again one more time. And until next time, I'll see you over on the next video. Bye.